Hello, everybody, and welcome into Wednesday night, March 6th, 2024. Ken Stott Life with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with Ken Stott Life. We have Rich, Greg, Sin, Mike Wojcik in the house. Hello, Mike. William Dawson,
Hello,
and
Ken.
Chris Garrett. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you. Jeff said it's
Good.
first for tomorrow. He missed this morning's debacle. Don't worry about it. I missed this morning's debacle too, and I'm the one that did it. Yeah, explain that from Sin Vicious. He was second. Darren was third. Tony was fourth. One Fish 26th, otherwise known as Sam, was sixth. And Greg, you were actually seventh, I believe. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, you were seventh. You Navy guys, you never could count, could you?
I was busy eating my chicken and rice and peppers and onions.
Well, at least you didn't go to the old carpet cleaning excuse again.
I did that earlier.
Walmart?
No, carpet clean.
You feeling okay? I mean, 2 days in a row you didn't go to Walmart?
Don't bother me.
Surely to goodness you are finished eating, I would think.
Oh yeah,
All right. I haven't
already
got
had
any
my
comfort. Okay, there's a confirmation.
I had my dessert,
Ice cream or pie?
ice cream.
Must be nice. You better be on time tonight. Of course I'm on time. Well, what? I see Nat. He rolled his eyes upwards like, yeah, right. So, not much going on today. Pretty lazy day. I did a Da Vinci earlier and kind of debacled it up a little bit, but I think the trailer turned out pretty good once I went off live and could actually concentrate on what I was trying to do. And Darren joined me on Zoom, and we kind of bounced some ideas off of one another. The trailer, as it stands right now, is what we came up with. And anyone's invited to do that. Anyone's invited. Anyone can join Zoom at any time, and if we're doing something in Da Vinci, lend your hand, lend your support, criticism. It's all good. The more the merrier, except for Greg. Greg always complains, but
Yeah, you woke me up too early.
I didn't wake you up. You might have been woken up, but I didn't wake you up. Was that the infamous Greg guy that I saw today over watching Fortnite with Ghetto?
Yeah, I stayed for about 5 minutes.
Well, I noticed you put a plug in for the channel, and I appreciate that. And I think pretty shortly right after that, he actually dropped my link in his chat. So last I checked about 10 minutes ago, he was still playing pretty strong, actually. So don't look to see
I
him tonight.
checked. I checked about 20 minutes ago. I didn't see him playing. I didn't see it live, but it might have been
Yeah.
him.
Well, he might have stepped away. He does have a tendency to sometimes not announce that he's going to step away, and he just walks away.
Yeah, but it
Um,
didn't show he was live.
really?
It maybe he was because sometimes it don't show people when it's live.
Yeah, I've seen that occasionally. Um, I'm going to check real quick. Now
I don't
he's no longer streaming. It actually ended about says an hour ago, but that can't be accurate because I haven't been sitting here for an hour. I was watching some TV, basketball game.
I
Indiana's
don't like
playing with
to turn no-
Minnesota tonight, so
I don't like to turn notifications on because
I have
so
a few
many.
on and a few off and a few that don't work no matter what I do. So I've got one that I'm getting ready to shut off because um, this person, and it's a woman out of the Philippines, don't misunderstand me by no means, but I could sit here and tell you she probably somehow uploads 60 or more videos an hour. It's like almost one a minute. I don't know how she does it. Mike, you're muted.
Windows 10. I like Windows 10, but it's worse than Windows XP about telling you messages.
Yeah, yeah. I've never seen a woman that, and all she's doing is she's actually rebroadcasting other people's streams. She's not doing any new content whatsoever. And here's Abby Normal from Sin City.
I didn't think you could do that.
I think as long as nobody complains, you can. I've had 3 of mine rebroadcasted, and it doesn't really bother me none. It gives me a little bit more exposure, and who knows the reasoning for why they did it. I'm not going to file any kind of copyright notification or claim whatsoever because again, it's just more exposure for me. So, hello, Jeff.
Good evening.
Thought you were running late tonight.
Well, instead of fixing something to eat when I got home, I just grabbed a frozen dinner out of the freezer. So, not too late.
I had chicken, potatoes, carrots. I want to say raisins.
It's a mixed veggies and some roast beef and a Merlot sauce. Just a little bowl. It's not very much, but it's all I need at night. So.
Yeah, I had a little bit of about a 1 helping worth, little spoonful. I mean, the spoon's this big, but it was a little spoonful. It was really good. I don't know what spices she put in it, but I enjoyed
Traffic
it.
wasn't as bad coming home as I thought. They're doing work on the 215 here down there where it goes into I-15, and usually things are backed up for 3 or 4 miles each direction.
Yeah, I've got to find us an alternative route to get her to work because about 3 miles down from our house going south where she works, they've got it restricted down to 1 lane on each side, and it looked like they were going to restrict that even further down to where they're going to have one of those 1 lane for both ways where they stop traffic and let traffic, alternate.
Alternate.
Oh my gosh, it was coming back home. Going down wasn't too bad, but coming back home, it was a nightmare. So I've got to figure out an alternate route and get her to leave maybe 5-10 minutes earlier, just to be safe. So.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, well, we all know how that goes. I mean,
Well, they don't do nothing with other people late, so.
Well,
yeah, but I don't want her to be in a situation where they decide they're going to actually do something about it, and she'd be the one they make the example out of.
Oh yeah.
And it would be my fault, okay? So she's supposed to be at work at 6. It's about a 15 to 17 minute drive on a good day. When she walks out the door at 13 minutes till 5 or 6 and expects me to get her there on time, that's not happening. And now especially it's not happening. And then I really want to bring up to her sometimes. Monday I said we needed to be walking out the door at 1 o'clock. She wanted to go to the range prior to me playing golf. And I kind of did too. Sorry about that. I kind of did too because that gives me a chance to loosen up and kind of gauge how my day's going to go. 1:20. Mrs. K comes walking out the door. So I don't get it. The woman has no sense of urgency whatsoever. At all. But I had a good golf game Monday. I was pretty happy with how it went. 5 birdies, 1 8. We'll talk about that. So how's everybody's Wednesday been? Oh wait, this is about the time I have to end the stream, right? Isn't this about the time Doug went today? I'll be right back with part 3.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I had to go get a couple x-rays today, they got me in and out in 15 minutes.
Nice. That is nice. That is good.
The Desert Radiology group here, you can just walk in for x-rays. You don't have to have an appointment.
That's
Other types
different.
of scans you have to schedule.
Right.
But, and I thought I was going to have to wait because I went right about lunchtime. There was hardly anybody in the parking lot, and I got in and got signed in, and from signed in to out the door, it was 15 minutes. The x-rays didn't take as long as I thought to. I had my hands and my hips x-rayed.
At the same time,
Just arthritis
the chip
stuff.
on the wall.
Actually laid the hands down on the plate.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. The
And
Drifter
they don't
PH.
even shield you anymore with a lead thing or whatever. The
Really?
X-ray detectors have gotten so good and the X-rays so quick that it's very low dose now. Things are getting much
Oh,
better than they
okay.
used to be.
So I'm gonna give a shout out, and I'll probably butcher this, but mabuhay to those in the Philippines. That's the Drifter PH for the Philippines.
You probably
Apparent.
just cut somebody out.
No, it's good morning. I know what it is, but apparently when you say it, you have to smack your hands together and go mabuhay. I don't know why we just can't say mabuhay. I mean, good morning. When we here in America, we don't go good morning. At least I don't. I mean, might start doing it just
You
to see
don't?
what happens. No,
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a barn on a farm. PH, the Drifter PH has dropped his link. If you guys want to give him a check him out. Like, subscribe, make a comment, help him out. I would appreciate it. You don't have to. I get it. It's not for everybody. Just like I'm not for everybody. We are not for everybody. I get that, but it is good to see some of the other channels that I go to showing up and dropping their links. I have no qualms with that whatsoever. That's the primary reason why I have a lot of moderators. We may have a new person playing Destiny 2 with us.
No, you're corrupting everybody.
Keyword may have.
Yeah.
Tim Tech was on Ghetto's stream today and made mention about he had downloaded it. So, and I've been challenged, and I'm contemplating a challenge. I've been challenged to take someone on in Fortnite, and I'm really considering it. Okay. It won't be anything permanent. If I do, it'll be just long enough to accept the challenge and see what happens and then delete it again. But
Well, after you do that, are you going to be saying, "What a Doug"?
No, it wasn't Doug that challenged me.
Okay.
So I probably wouldn't go up against Doug. I feel confident going up against this person straight out of the gate. I'm not too concerned about it. And it's all in good fun. It's not like there's $1 million or anything on the line, or we're going to grain. I got through the entire afternoon with no problems. I not even 5 minutes, and I'm English already. So
Should
okay,
we be
focus.
starting side bets on this when it happens? Or
I'll let you know.
oh,
It's all in good fun. Now, if I could get said person to join me in Destiny or challenge me in Destiny, then yeah, we take all kind of side bets on that. Unless maybe this person would be a ringer, and I just don't see that. So, speaking of Destiny, William, Rich, and I spent about 3 hours this afternoon trying to beat one scenario. And we probably played that one scenario 3 times. And we still don't know if we beat it or not. And on the 4th attempt, I was like, no, we're leaving. We're going to go do something else. And that didn't really go well either. So, not a good day for Destiny for us. Well, you can see it wore Bill out. I mean, he's over there in his chair, crashed out. It just wore him out. Did not take a nap today. Mrs. K wanted me to take a nap today, but I had things going on. I wanted to see the game, and it is what it is, as the saying goes. Anybody got anything they want to talk about? Anything at all? What? Here comes Alex. I did talk to Alex today, briefly. No news on the job front.
Okay, I'm going to ask about the job front, but yeah.
Nope. He got 3 missed calls from the sheriff's department somewhere in New Orleans. And
It's wanted.
yeah. Well,
if it goes south, I have a niece. If it goes south, I have a niece in New Orleans who's an excellent criminal defense attorney.
I would imagine it was a spoofed number, and he didn't answer it, and they did not leave a voicemail, so probably was some kind of a scam or fishing expedition or something. Wow, I'm
Well,
looking
they
at it.
said if you post. I heard something about if you post on job sites, you may be getting a scams.
Well, I'm not a big fan of. I think he uses Indeed. I think is the one that he uses, and I'm not a big fan of that. I never have been, and well, fortunately, since I'm retired, I never will have to worry about it now. Watch, I'll have to go to work for Spark next week. That way, I can. Should have been here for that, Mike. That was an interesting conversation we had after the stream. Oh wow, Indiana's up by 5 against Minnesota on the road. I'm not going to jinx that. I'm going to turn that off. Alex just sent me a message, and no, he has not heard anything back from the job front. So we all hope that he gets something soon. His first message this morning was kind of comical. And he was like, "Are you out of bed yet, sleepyhead?" And I'm like, coming from the man that gets up at noon, you're calling me sleepyhead. And I actually had already been up about 2 hours. I got a hamstring cramp today. I would rather my calves cramp any day of the week as opposed to my hamstring. You know how painful a hamstring cramp is?
Mm.
Oh, man. I think I scared the neighbor 3 houses down when I was yelling trying to get up from the hamstring being cramped. Because you just can't get up. Wintermute says, FYI, Zoom window is still a little bit off-centered. Yeah, I've given up on that. I fixed it last night. I locked it down, and it's still off. So, it is what. That's my Doug moment. Leave me alone, Wintermute. All right, why is it off? I fixed this last night. I actually went into OBS and fixed it. Now let me see if I can not go into OBS and fix this. We'll try it this way first. Okay, this is going to be an OBS thing, I just think. We'll go this way. Oh, maybe not. I might get lucky. Not have to go into OBS. That looks a little bit better. Still looks to be a little bit off to me. Now I'm going to go with it right there. And I did not have to go into OBS. What it was the Zoom window itself was not properly sized. Which means tomorrow if I do a daily DaVinci tomorrow, when I use Zoom, it's going to be not the right size for that because we don't want to discuss that. That's what the problem was today. So he says, okay. How does it look now, Wintermute? Does that look better? Looks like the left side still got a little bit more. Now, you know what I might do? This is almost like guiding someone to a lost sector in the game. I think what I'll do is I'll leave that side up against the yellow there, and I'll take this side and see if I can. Well, that gives us. All right, I'm going to go with that. I'm just eyeballing this. Much better. All right, good. Thank you. We'll go with that about right. Oh, can I do this with an arrow? Oh, I can. I'm going to lock it in place right there. And I'm going to try to remember not to resize the Zoom window tomorrow or the next time I use it for DaVinci Resolve. Hopefully that will look just about centered. That looks okay. Chris's name's a little bit cut off, as is Bill's. But I think that's more OBS than anything. Yeah, that's what that is. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Nope, that is not. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm going to lock that back into place right there. That should show. Well, yeah, that's much better. I didn't realize their names were cut off. Oh boy. And there's Mrs. K sending me a text, so we'll be right back. Can you guys hear that coming across Zoom?
I heard something.
Well, I got the phone sitting right underneath the microphone, so that's why I wondered. I don't know if it went out across YouTube or not. Just send her a real quick answer. Tony says, see, he can hear it. Well, I will move said phone away from the microphone then. And better yet, I'll mute it. Of course, I get called from the Nigerian president telling me I've won the Nigerian lottery, then I might miss that call. Wintermute says they hear it. Okay, well, hopefully by me moving it over there and muting it, it'll be all right. No pun intended, Wintermute. I really don't have anything. I don't know what I can sit here and think up for 10 more minutes. Anybody got anything? Anything? Mike, give me a minute.
My feet are cold.
Your feet are cold. What's your temperature over there right now?
I don't know. I'd have to look. You mean I gotta move my arm?
Is that how you check your temperature? We're 46, overnight low of 45. We got rain predicted Friday and Saturday, and not real good temperatures. It won't snow, not that cold, but Tuesday 67 and cloudy.
We're 51 right now.
Checking the calendar for Tuesday. She is off. 67 degrees. I smell a golf game. Jim says it's 49 and been raining off and on. We had light rain today. We had great storms yesterday and slight rain today. Just enough that you knew it was raining. Not enough for an umbrella, just enough that you, okay, it's drizzling or whatever. Won't be too awfully long. I'll be complaining about the heat. Well, I won't be complaining about the heat, but other people will be complaining about the heat. I'm going to be happy when the heat gets here because I can turn the heater off and then we can save a little bit of money on our electricity. We use the ceiling fans to keep the house cool. Does a pretty good job, actually. I did record Doug's show this morning, the first one. But when I seen how devastated he was, and he was truly frustrated by it, I deleted it. I was going to poke some fun at him. There was things prior to that I had found to be humorous. And then I thought, no, I couldn't kick a man while he was down. But I did use him on the trailer tonight from yesterday's show. That was fair game.
Screen crash?
No, he inadvertently showed a email address of someone. And I think he thought he had it covered, but he didn't. And when he realized it, he was genuinely upset about it. So I still want to know where part 2 went. I also know how he did that because I do the same thing. I reuse my stuff as well. When I go to set the stream up, I reuse the previous day's stuff, and if it's set as unlisted, it's going to be set as unlisted. And I can very easily see setting that up, going live, and you think you're streaming, but it's not going out anywhere because you forgot to change it from unlisted to public. Not that I would have ever done that, at least once. And when I say once, I mean at least once. You know, it's an easy mistake. It happens. Anybody got anything? If not, I'm shutting it down 6 minutes early. There's nothing going on in chat. There's nothing going on here. Nothing.
Just too old and decrepit to think of anything.
Yeah, I'm
speaking for everybody else, of course.
Of course, sure. Well, we appreciate that. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. you want to join us on the Zoom afterwards, kstout z00m@gmail.com. And hopefully one of these days someone's going to bite on that and we'll get some new blood in here on the Zoom panel.
You get somebody if you make one of them an O and one of them a 0.
Oh, gosh, no. This is confusing enough as it is.
And then you alternate which one it is every week.
Well, that would mean I'd have to make different Gmail account. No, I'm not doing that. No. I'm good.
Well, no,
with the
you
way
wouldn't have
it's
to make a new account. It would just go into the ether.
Yeah. People will be on chat. I sent you an email. Did you get it? I'm like, nope. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow on Doug's, and maybe I'll do a Da Vinci. I'm not sure yet. Ski Man says hello. Mrs. K said, see, now the people, what? It's a conspiracy. I tell you guys, it is a conspiracy. Hello, all of them guys. Them guys. You must be them guys. Good evening. Hope all of you had a great day. Good day. Long Dog says, okay, so Ski Man shows up as I'm ending. My wife shows up as I'm ending. Long Dog shows up. Okay, so Brian's got to show up. If Brian shows up, then I know there's cameras in the studio somewhere. All right, done. Well, I will go 5 more minutes just for you and fill out the half hour.
All right.
That's what kind of a good husband I am. Of course, we're probably going to be sitting here for 5 minutes going,
Well, you can teach us all how to say goodbye in Tagalog, whatever it is.
Tagalog? How you say goodbye? Goodbye. I don't know how you say goodbye in Tagalog. I know, I know, mabuhay.
Man says they're in cahoots.
Yes, I know they're in cahoots. I really don't think I do know how to say goodbye in Tagalog. I know how to say it in Korean. Would you like to learn how to say it in Korean? I can teach you that.
Whatever.
Sugo
Whatever you
haseo.
know. What's that?
Sugo haseo.
Can you put it phonetically in the chat?
Su, go, ha, say, oh.
Sugo
Now, if it's
hase.
an elder, if we were going to tell Greg goodbye, for example, it'd be Sugo Hashimika, because he's older than we are, and we must show our respects to our elders. But amongst
How do you say goodbye to somebody grumpy? He makes
Mrs. K is saying Anio. I don't know not Anio. I don't know if she's if she's starting to try to talk in Korean and write in Korean, I got problems. Did anybody hear about the riots happening over in Thailand? No, we heard about the roundabout in Bangkok, though, where Mrs. K and I were supposed to explain it. Watch the trailer, Long Dog. Watch the trailer. If you don't have it, I'll send you the link. Mrs.
I got
K
a
says
friend
hello.
who came from Bangkok.
Anyang. If you're do what, Jeff?
I got a friend who came from Bangkok originally. I'll have to ask him if he's heard anything about that.
She's trying to read and write Korean now. As much TV as she writes. It's kind of bugging me. It's not bugging me. That's the wrong way to put that. I find when we sit there and watch it together, I hear the language, and before it gets translated, I'm already translating it. And it scares me, actually, but I can still recall that much of the language.
Korean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you ever reach the point where you could really think in Korean, then you really learned the language.
I heard dog caused that traffic. Oh, she's getting in on the humor. She says, I got to highlight this one. She says, I heard Doug caused that traffic. Yes. Now, what Mrs. K is referring to is something I'll tell you when the stream ends. And I thought it was funny. She immediately thought it was funny. But she was actually part of the editing of the trailer today. She actually sat in and helped out quite a bit. Excuse me. Yeah, the traffic circles in Bangkok, that's probably what the riot was about. I've not heard anything.
I don't think
Probably why they stopped the traffic on the circle, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. So, I was going to tell you something in Korea. Hello, Mrs. Kumastana. It's Na, not Ka. How are you? I'm fine, thanks. I'm your gracious host, by the way. Well, it was more of a civil war between two groups. Oh, okay. I'm just seeing if you're catching up on the world news. Gotta plead guilty to that one, Long Dog. I have to admit I'm a little bit behind. I mean, a little bit behind on the world news. Hello, Mr. Vicious Sin. Oh, gosh. She says she's okay. Oh, this will be interesting. Let's see where this goes. Anyone else?
Just saw a Google thing that said something about a bad Windows update today that didn't install for a bunch of people.
Oh, please. I hope Josh Kender's not watching this stream. I really hope that he is not watching.
Not the old one that still hadn't been fixed. Something new apparently. And
It was
I heard
probably,
earlier
Not
today
the
there was an
security
update.
date,
I
not
haven't tried to fix it. I haven't tried to do it. But
it was probably the fix for it.
Probably.
no, it was a different one.
Oh my gosh. She's trying to be funny. I have not. I'm checking
This is
news
just
right
for
now.
Windows 10. So
Yeah. The KB number is 500-1716.
yep.
It
That's the
just
same
failed
one as
on me.
before?
No, that was 4441.
Okay. I guess I should check for updates. I mean, after all, it was yesterday. Was it yesterday was update Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I better do that.
Yesterday
Yeah, I'm
was
not
the
seeing any. I see nothing whatsoever.
Yesterday was the first Tuesday.
I just updated Firefox on my old desktop, and tonight there's a new Firefox out. So
Yeah.
can't keep up with all this crap.
No. I heard that. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. We went into 32. We got the whole half hour in. And again, if you want to join us, catch out Zoom Z00M. Love to have you on the panel and maybe bring you on a stream one night. So
A lawn dog, unless you're using Microsoft encryption, that other update doesn't do anything anyway. The earlier one that was a problem.
got a quick tech question. I have to be rude here and look at my phone. Go against my own rules here.
They both failed on me just now.
Has anyone ever heard of and or used a program called Handbrake?
I've heard of it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I
And that's
used it
to
2 days
convert-
ago.
It's used to convert
Yeah.
things, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Any good?
But it,
Yeah.
Okay.
I converted, my wife, a while back gave me a full DVD set of The Twilight Zone, the original. So I've been converting it over to MP4.
Okay.
Hmm.
Wintermute
Off
said
the
he's used
DVD.
it too.
I
Okay.
had
So,
a handbrake on a bicycle.
saw a news item today that said there's a potential for CDs to come back, or optical storage.
Really?
Yeah,
Somebody has figured out a prototype that will do multiple layers on an optical disc that'll hold up to a petabyte of
And
data.
that's how many terabyte is that?
1,000 terabytes.
yeah, but with my
Wow.
optical drive that I got now, will it read those discs?
Good question.
Well, that would depend on the device. This is just a prototype for storing data at a higher density. I saw about it on a physics channel that I subscribe to.
I don't see no reason why it wouldn't.
Well, it would depend how the device was built. I mean, I have an old DVD writer in my old machine that will do multi-layer DVDs, the double layer.
Yeah.
and as well as single layer and all that sort of thing. So it would be done with a separate laser, you know. CDs and DVDs and double layer DVDs are all done with separate lasers, I think. So it's just a matter of having 2 or 3 lasers in the device.
Well, I'm gonna try to find something before we leave.
This isn't
here.
available yet. It's just a prototype.
I've seen that, yeah, a couple of weeks ago.
So
And of course, because I want to share this
Hey,
with the
Ken.
group.
well,
Hello,
Jim,
Bobby.
I'm
I
already
can't play
partaking
Fortnite
of some wine without Ghetto and Alex. So go ahead.
Yeah, I seen that.
And I can't play Fortnite with Ghetto earlier because I was on an important phone call with Verizon. They called me because my phone was acting up lately. The lady was so nice. She used to call me and give me updates on everything.
That's pretty nice of them. Did you get your phone fixed or get it working?
Yes, finally. She had to reactivate my eSIM. She said if that don't work, I could pay off my phone, get the 15. I don't want to go to that route yet.
What do you have now?
The 14 Pro Max, I could, and I used to have the 13 Pro Max before it broke, before it stopped charging. Then I got the warranty claim.
I like my 13, actually. I have not
Ken?
had any issues with it whatsoever. This is pathetic that I can't find. This thing was bombarded earlier today. Robert sent me a link to join a group. Yeah, exactly, Jeff. Robert sent me a link for this tech group, and I joined it. And I want to share something with you guys, but as my luck would have it, I cannot find one single post from it. And that's really weird because that's been pretty much my entire feed the last couple days. I can understand why there's a lot of people that help people with computers after reading some of these, and I maybe might do that tomorrow night because it's just not showing up right now. I don't get it. Probably because I would like to share it. Yes, Jim. Yes, Jim. Yes, Jim. Oh, here we go. Oh, my cousin unfriended me. So let me share this. Let me first of all move it over to here. And then let me share this with Zoom. Hopefully everybody will be on the same sheet of music here in just a second. So it's called Computers and IT Tech Support Help and Questions. And then this one doesn't have any picture to it. It says, computer sat unplugged for a period of time, worked fine before it sat, went to use it and won't output any display, no USB output. Tried 2 CPUs with no change, tried 2 GPUs with no change, reseated RAM numerous times, debug, and then some of the comments will just crack you up. I was hoping to come across one that had...
I like the Adam and Eve cartoon.
I get so many of those now that it's just so hilarious. The Far Side, about an hour and a half ago, every other post I got was from the Far Side. And I've forgotten how...
Yeah, I love those. He isn't
Equalizer
doing
4?
much new anymore, but good Lord. Equalizer 4.
Yeah, that's
They're
what it
kind of
said.
beating that to death, aren't they?
Just a tad bit, yes. Just a tad bit.
I mean, I like the actor, but still.
Yeah, I thought the way the third one ended, that might be it
Well,
for that.
I don't know if anybody here liked it or not. I liked the gal that was playing the Equalizer on the TV series.
Queen
I
Latifah?
thought that was an interesting twist, and then,
Yeah, that's Queen Latifah.
Yeah, and I thought she did a pretty good job of that. I mean, that's just, of course, some of us are old enough to remember the original Equalizer.
Here we
That
go.
guy's problem's the
Computers and
inverter
IT
board.
Short video. course, I don't have the audio on, so nobody can hear it. Even if I did, nobody could hear it because I don't have it set up. We lost somebody. There we go. Look at those crappies. Man, that's some fish right there. Anyway, let's go
Pretty
ahead
good sized crappie.
Yeah, they are. Very
Hell, I
nice.
remember going fishing with my dad at the lake, and something about half that size was considered fairly decent.
I love
Now,
the crappie
crappie,
fish.
You had a small amount of meat to bone ratio in the crappie we used to catch. I mean, pretty bony fish.
Good fighting fish, though. Very good.
Oh yeah, you could have a lot of fun catching one in the lake.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
my
gonna go ahead
dad
and
and I
wrap
used to
this
go out
up.
on the lake in a rowboat and catch them.
Yep, done that a few times. So thank you everyone for being here. Man, I just put people to sleep left and right nowadays.
What, Bobby left?
Yeah, Bobby left.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't say anything. I don't think he put anything in chat. So good night, everyone on YouTube. Thank you. If you want to join us on Zoom, the address is over there. See ya. Thank you, Greg,
C-O-0-M.
Jeff, Sin, William, Chris, Mike, and Rich. Oh, I woke him up anyway. And Rich. Thank you.